Gotcha. Trail disappeared, didn't dissipate, but it's coming back. It serves its purpose within the program. And that one, that might just be from a Blue Angel. It's interesting though, even with the Blue Angels, when they do leave a trail, it's not integral to the jet fuel exhaust. It's some kind of additive that they leave, that they put in there so that it does leave a trail, so that you can see it. But in an actual combat situation, you know, you don't want the enemy to be able to find you through the trail. So that's why on Friday when they were flying over, the Blue Angels, I mean, when the F-18s were flying over the school that I work at, they weren't leaving any trail at all. They were doing it in combat style. So this Blue Angel trail you see over here, they weren't leaving it. They were flying pretty low too. I could see some of the pilots literally in their cockpits as they went by. I don't know why they chose to go so low over McKinley. I mean, yeah, well, that's where I work. Yeah, so here's another one. You can see it. You can see another commercial craft that just actually went right by it. With no, a little lower, but no trail at all. You can see commercial craft, but anyway, commercial craft is out of sight, but this one's still there. That's not commercial, and can't zoom in anymore, but I can actually make it out a little better by looking at it. It's not dissipating, I would say. I mean, certainly not the way the old condensation trails did. And yes, there's another commercial plane with no trail at all. It's pretty high. You can't see it because it's not leaving a trail. And this is an iPhone camera. Not as good as my eyes. But you could say, well, the new high-pass turbofan jet engines, they might leave, some kind. The way that their condensation trails dissipate might be different, and that could be true. But then, how do you explain Thursday and Friday when, far from disappearing like those two planes I was filming, those trails stayed in the sky for hours and persisted? It's truly worth looking at. When I was first informed about this issue, I was like, I told my friend he was crazy. I was so arrogant and rude to him. But he was right, so that was a huge lesson for me. And I think a lot of things have happened in my life that way, and just for most people at a certain point, you don't know about an issue and you follow the mainstream view, and then someone teaches you the truth and you realize there is no mainstream view. There's just a ruling class view that the ruling class uses all its resources to enforce at the same time that it's spraying all that stuff over us. And the mainstream view, I believe, will one day be one that actually corresponds to the majority's interests, their direct material interests. Definitely, we all have an interest in breathing clean air and getting our sunlight, not having our vitamin D blocked. And I think there's nothing that the geoengineers can do to really stop what the sun is doing for us, but I still don't like that they're trying and that we let them have the resources to try. People like Melinda Gates, people like Donald Trump, who do terrible things with their money, should not have money. Have a good one.